Hello everyone! It's been quite a while since the last time I did a live stream like this. First of all, sorry if my English is not perfect. I'm not English as you might know. So I do as much as I can to be understandable for you all. Sometimes I'll speak French if there are French speakers in the watching, but it should be mostly English. Hi Golden Lion. So yes, live stream because I quite needed to talk about what complicated. What has been happening in the past months and even years, to be honest. In fact, since the release of Mortal Energy 5. It's been quite the long road, to be honest. A lot of things happened in my life, mostly, but also around Matter Energy. And we need to go over everything to understand what happened and what the future will be. Don't hesitate to tell me if you don't understand me. I'll try to speak better if I can to help you. Just checking everything is fine. That seems good. Thanks for the follow, Thomas Cat. Thomas. In English it's Thomas or Tom? In French, it's Thomas, but in English, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Thomas, maybe. Thank you anyway. And thank you, that's completed. 4 son not found. Hard time. So yes, live stream on the background there will be Matter Energy 5. It's been, I think the last time I launched Matter Energy 5 was maybe at least 1 year ago, probably further. I'll talk about it later. Anyway, so well, I told from the beginning that is when I discovered Minecraft and what brought me into Modpack creation. This works at least. Right. There. So, let's see. Yes, of course. Alright. So, yes, I discovered Minecraft when I was 12 or 13, that is 10 years ago, I think. No, maybe a bit more. Maybe 11 years. At the beginning, I didn't know there was multiplayer and only played in solo game mode. Will this be available to watch later? Yes, I'm going to make I'm recording, yes, finally. There, recording on, and yes, there will be the recording on Twitch as well. So yeah, there will be a record for you to watch later. So yes, I started Minecraft I think 11 years ago. Only in solo, then in multiplayer. I think played for 4 or 5 years before learning mods existed. So that's quite a long time. I discovered modding not by playing it, but by watching YouTube videos. And the first Modpack I saw, so the first mods I saw on Minecraft was made by the French YouTuber named Pierre, that I watched a lot and still watch sometimes. And he was playing Matter Energy 4. So yeah, somehow my first contact with modding was with Matter Energy. Let me remember. I think there should be a tool to work everything. Where is it? Is it this? There should be a tool that bypass protections. I don't remember. That's quite far. Let me check the configs. There. No, there. Instances, Methodology 5, config, fuse control. Yes, I think it's proc events. Is this one? Error. What? This one. No? Oh, it doesn't work on clear glass. but it should work on laboratory blocks that you can break, I think, usually. Stuff. So yeah, I start discovering more in there. I did not play it at first. I was just watching videos because I like that. And after a while, I started playing mostly on the Feed the Beast Modpacks. Yes, Spectator Code works, you're right. A bit stupid. So yes, I started playing mostly with Feed the Beast Modpacks or Material Energy 4 that I really liked. Time passed, and after a while, when I was a student, I went for 6 months. So currently I'm French, I live in France. But during my studies, I went to Denmark for 6 months. 6 months before the end on my first diploma. And too bad, during these 6 months, a certain virus came into the world. You might know it, it's called COVID-19. It's not really known, but anyway. And yes, so I was a bit stuck during that time. Well, I was a bit sad because, well, I was in another country, I could visit, and no, I couldn't because COVID-19. So I had a damn lot of time, like hours and hours of time. Thank you, +5. And at this time, I saw a pack that I like, that was going into war for its next episode. At that time, so Material Energy 5. So I proposed my help for the pack, mostly at the beginning to build the pack. And so I joined the team for this. So I really because I already encountered some people who think I worked on Material Energy 4. I did not. Not at all. If you wanna talk about Material Energy 4, our parcel is not really available, not anymore. But you can find, I think, Geek R&D on the Discord server. Alright. As well, if there are French into the watching, tell in the chat, and I will also speak in French for you, translate what I'm saying. Alright, I hope my English isn't too awful. So yeah, I joined the team, firstly just to give a hand on the build, not much, but as time passed, I was getting more and more involved into the project, and in the end, yes, I ended up being the creator who gave the most time into this, and that caused kind of a problem, in fact, because, well, the time that took me to create Material Energy 5, personally, I don't talk about the whole team, it took me about 800 hours. And on 4 months, approximately, yes. At the end, I was simply making 10 hours a day, every day, weekends included. That was really heavy on my mind. So heavy, in fact, that at the end of the release of the pack, I went right into depression. That's kind of a burnout. I was just too tired after all this work. But Material Energy 5 was released. I used ways, we could tell, to force myself to work. I promised some YouTubers. In fact, when I arrived at the middle of the creation of the modpack, I was starting to get really alone on the creation. I don't have anything against the other creators. They probably have a life and things to do. At that time, I had nothing to do, so I was working a lot on it. But I was quite alone, and at the middle of the creation, I lacked of motivation to continue. But at the same time, I was getting worried that I would let go of the project that already took me at that time 300 hours. So I told the YouTubers that I know, that I like, that I know also like Matter Energy, that there will be another release of the pack at May. And this was probably... in fact, I still don't know if it was an error or no. But simply, if I did not do this, I don't think I would have ever finished Matter Energy 5. But this caused me a lot of pain and some mental health problems, I think, that did not really help. I was really not feeling good at the end. But it was released. I just gave a few updates, but I think I just made 2 updates. That's really little. Really little. I should have made more, but I was too tired of this anyway. Really, I could not mentally make myself work on this project. That's what I was released, and there are, I think, the reported bugs. How many? At least 200 that are not fixed, because I can't find the force in myself to fix them. So that's for Matter Energy. It has been living for 2.5 years, I think. We know that if I combine the downloads on the whole the Feed the Beast app, I think we are at 115 downloads approximately. So that's a lot. I'm really proud of it, but that also cost me a lot. So I could not create a pack in the moment. After a few years, I discovered, I think it was maybe 6 months after Matter Energy 5 release, the mod Create, that I find incredibly awesome. And I wanted to create a mod pack about it. The fact is, I could not see any way to balance it in a Matter Energy map. So I would create a lighter with less work in it, let's say like this. Less work than Matter Energy 5. Because I could not give as much work. But based on Create, on the single board, the base idea was to remove most of the vanilla crafts, the recipes. Like even for example, the iron armor will change recipe to use Create. And you will need to use Create for almost every craft, every recipe. The fact is, I overestimated my will to create a new mod pack. To explain, after 15 minutes of working to create this modpack, I felt and I still feel annoyed, and I stopped. I cannot find the motivation of creating a new pack like this. And it still is today. So for those who are wondering where is the next pack and when will it happen, I can't... Let's be honest. The matter energy pack about create either will happen at the end of this year or will never happen. The other thing is, I finished my studies 5 months ago. I'm now working. I have a stable work that pays well, so I don't have many problems. My situation is quite stable. I just need to find a new home, because mine is trying to have some problems about temperature, isolation, so I need to find a new one. But I'm currently stable. Yes, my life is stable. And things I want to do, and I really want to do it, but I waited for a long time, and I still don't know when I will start, is to create Matter Energy 6. I am a data analyst, so I collect data, store it, clean it, and eventually make statistics about it. If you see what it is. So yes, where was I? Yes, I want to make Matter Energy 6, but not like I made Matter Energy 5. First of all, when it will start, you won't know about it. I won't tell before let's say, at least 75% of completion. Yes, I think, yes, 75%, yes. Because I don't think it early caused me most of the stress I had back then. So yes, you will know it. I will tell you, but you will know it late. Matter Energy 6 should also be on a map. I would like to spend more time on balance, because Matter Energy 5 is not balanced at all, and that's the main criticism I get, in fact. And I think everyone that says it is absolutely right. And also, let me check if I remember well. I think it's there. Yes. Ooh. Where are they? No. Yes. Yes, that will do. So yes, if you never saw, that is the stupid, the backstage of Matter Energy 5, where everything happened or is stored. So if you want to visit, it's yes, you can see the coordinates on the top left corner. So yeah, there's everything. With great stuff. Is the loot crates utility. The 4 parts. yes, that's not well. That's why I wanted to go there. Mhm. And yes, we'll talk about this also. What was? Oh, yes, I remember. So we go in the loading room. Salut, si j'ai bien compris, le pack basé sur Kate, soit il sort avant la fin de l'année, soit il sortira pas, mais sinon tu as aussi un projet de faire un ME6 dans le même style que mes. C'est l'idée. En fait, je coupe un peu l'anglais. I'll tell it in English after. J'ai envie, j'ai pas dit que j'ai commencé, j'ai envie de refaire un modpack Math Energy de la série principale. Je ne sais pas quand, je ne sais pas comment, je ne sais même pas de quoi ça parlerait, mais j'ai envie de le faire. Donc oui, c'est le principe avec des salles à charger. Le premier problème que j'ai, c'est que je ne peux plus utiliser Applied. J'expliquerai pourquoi après. L'autre, c'est que pour l'instant, je ne pense pas encore avoir de motivation suffisante pour le faire. Ni l'équipe pour le faire. So I translate. So he asked if he understood well. So yes, either Methodology about create comes out at the end of this year, either it will never come out. I plan, yes, I want to create another episode for the main series of Matter Energy. I did not plan it. I don't know when it will happen. It may be probably not this year, but next year, in 2 years, in 3 years. I don't really know, but it will happen. But there are some issues I need to solve before. For example, I cannot use applied energistics anymore. I have to explain why. So you see, this is the main room you see when you're playing. That's the Matter Energy. That's the same. That's a copy paste with World Edit. And you see, applied energistics has huge problems of instability. It breaks. It just breaks. The bug that people reported me a lot, and that was that their applied system, the applied system that managed the loading of the rooms, was not working after a random point in the experience. I found the issue, but I can't really fix it. The issue is, for some reasons that I don't really know, but that's because applied is really terribly badly programmed. Some of these cables, sometimes for unknown reason, disappeared. Simply just not like this. Without breaking, they just disappeared, breaking everything on the map, and that was quite annoying. So yes, I have to find a way to load rooms like I did with Matter Energy 5, but without an applied system. The latest modded versions, honestly, applied is getting even worse. It became incredibly laggy. I can't make anything with it, and at the same time be sure there will be no problems. So I can't use it anymore. So I need to find another way. What was I loading? Did I? No. So, from a cliff. Is it? Did it load? Yes. What happened during the process, and you can almost see in the creation of Mathology 5 what my mental state was. Like, in this area, there is a lot of work. We passed a lot of time on this area. That was the first. We had all the motivation. We were maybe different dimension for each. I thought about it, maybe, but I would need to limit the number of dimensions, and these dimensions will have to be accessed something by a card. If I'm yes, so I have ideas maybe with RF tools. Or there are new protocols mod that could work. But I still need to explore and find what's the best for this kind of map. So yes, the first area, there was a lot of work on it. But that was the first. The problem is, with each of the next areas, you can sense I could work with data packs. The problem is I don't know the slightest thing about data packs. So that's a bit complicated. But again, that's something I'm thinking about, and we found a solution anyway. But just know for the moment that we won't use any more applied energistics. So yeah, a lot of work on this part, on this area, but already at part 2, you could already, I think, sense that the motivation was lacking. There. That was. We named it differently. Well. Perfect. Like, I mean, yes, there is work, but it's not as beautiful as could be the first area. On a personal advice, I don't really like the design of this area. I just don't find it beautiful. And that's annoying because we're only at the second area. So yeah, that was problematic. This design here is not really good. 4 floors is too much. It's really annoying. Especially when the 3 first floors are not really challenging. And the 4th one is stupidly complicated. People died here, and not once. Not twice either. The system with the llama, when you enter, get the poison, it's not really good. You can die and lose the poison, it doesn't work. So yeah, that's everything that makes I wasn't really good. And in the end, to be honest, I don't really like Mortal Energy 5. I created it, but I just don't really like the mod pack. And that's annoying when you create something that causes so much work and you're not proud of it. That's not sustainable. But we'll go from for the other areas. So that was this one. Chapter 3, Blackstone Glow. So, Blackstone Glow. I like this one a bit better than the previous one because I think the second one is just not good. Thank you, Golden Aaron, that's kind. And still, it's not really good. I'm lost. Where was I? Yes, if you never found it, there is a little cave there. So you have to go left. But if you go right, if you never looked about it, I think it's there. No. It's been a while since I launched this mod pack. Where was it? There? No. Oh, we'll talk about this. Where was it? It should be somewhere there. There's a little piece of floor there. And a bit of reward. So yes, this area was a bit better, but it has another flow. And I don't know if that's a good pronunciation, but it's this room. I find it beautiful, but it has something we never did. And that was a boss fight. And in this kind of mod pack, without any knowledge into using command blocks to create maps, this was a terrible idea. It's just bad game design. This boss, you could just fight it by shooting arrow. It has no special mechanics, it just deals huge damage. And yeah, that's same as well, it's just bad. Repeating it, when you beat it, I think that's the best part, and the one I'm the most proud of is the chapter 4, which is which was a first for Motor Energy, a part outside of the station, not in another dimension, but really outside. But that also caused a problem, and that's why I will not recreate this kind of thing. The problem is, since the beginning in Motor Energy, you have complete freedom. You can break everything, go everywhere, check every chest, get a legendary reward bag even without beating the first room. But since there is here a full zone before the end of the map, I had to prevent you from breaking many blocks. And I don't like this, because it cut away some of the freedom that made, for me, material energy 4, so good. So as much as I really like this part, the fact of collecting all of the void stone, like something of a complete the monument in the complete the monument, it's not good because it causes all the issues I mentioned. Also, did this creeper kill you? I don't know. Yeah. Well, it's a bit of an error that was not intended, but this spawner and this creeper is stupidly powerful. It blows in half a second, I think, and deals stupid damage. Even with a full diamond armor, I think it still kills you in one hit. And that's the only creeper that deals so much damage. And we're in the 4th area. I knew after the beta that we did that there was this, but for some reasons, players seemed to like this. So I just let it. So yeah, 4th area outside, so I needed you to not be able to get out of this station. First, to keep the surprise of the area. Second, because if you could get out, you could eventually break some things required for your progression. So that's the 4th area. Yes, you have this there. I still remember everything. So this part, I did not build much of it. If I remember, maybe Purcell built a bit, but it was mostly Proxventer who built this part. So yeah. Yeah, this. And the area stupid. Over secret, did you know there was a pressure plate here? With a disc. And also some iron blocks that can be quite precious. And a hole. Because I don't know if players died here, but if they died, I'm happy. Oh, maybe we'll talk about this after. So, yes, there was a disc. Did someone in the... Oh, sorry. Did someone not know that there was a secret way here? I want to see if the secret works or not at all. So that's the 4th area. Then we'll go into the 5th, and that is... You don't think you ever found it? So let me show you what you missed in that cell, in that disk. Where does that work? Okay, there. You miss an epic reward at the 4th chapter, and many other rewards. Meh. That's another issue we talk about. So yes. 5th chapter, it was... I'm not sure if it was the witch or the factory. Processing zone. We'll see. That's the witch. So yeah, the first one was the witch one. There you see, there isn't much work on this area. It's just some broken walls that are not really special. You see, for example, there. Where is the door? Where do you enter the house? That's stupid. But that things that the details that makes things great. This is not good behavior. That's not really good game design. That's the chapter 5 was really when I was getting tired of making the modpack. And that's when you see you can there is a huge loss in the making. That was there. Yes. So yes, you can absolutely access this area without talking to the witch, but the quests still encourage you to ask the witch. The bliss. Diamonds everywhere. That's a lot of coal. If you want coal, you can use diamonds. Silver, copper, and this. That's ugly. That's just pure ugliness. This thing with tanks. Oh, that. Oh, I really don't know why I did this. And you don't have the time where I had to fill these tanks. Oh, I don't like this, that's insane. So that's it. Oh. Where is Summer Haven? Yes, there it is. We'll talk about this. I promise you. So yes, that's it. For the fifth, the next one is the factory, which in fact I liked. So just let me a few seconds. There, where it is. I don't have its message. Oh. Let me see. CNRADEK. There. I think that's its username. Yes. Yes, I know, but I don't have the chat on the open. I just have it on OBS. So yes, I can't redo it. Anyway, so yeah, that's the fifth. So yeah, the sixth map was the factory, and I like the factory. I like its design. I like its progress. I really find it better. Let me find it. Processing zone 317. I really find this one better than the previous one. Simply, in fact, because I just passed more time on it. There's a bit of resources. There's a chest underneath, I think. Yes. There is. But there is one issue. FTB quests, editing mode. This quest what was it? I think it was to visit this place, kill some constructs. 20, that was fine. Iron Golem, that was fine. This is fine. This is fine. This thing is completely stupid. This thing is completely absurd. I regret so much. So, to all players, I'm so sorry for the simple existence of this quest. It should not be real. It's not should be 64. At most, it should be 8. There, I made my what I have to say. Factory can put them. Can I go? Can I cheat? I'm not sure. Does it work? I'm not sure I ever fixed it. Maybe, but I'm really not sure. So TNT works. Oh, oops. I can use TNTs to progress. Whoops. But anyway, aside from that quest, I quite like the things here. Oh yeah. In these things, there is a secret. Because there is a block. Yeah, this one you can push them. But you can't either push the obsidian. So if you know the redstone rules, these things should not be possible. There's a chest underneath. So that's it. Yes, so then you have to take the osmium. Oh, these ones are also stupid. They blow up really fast. Let me see. Any resistance? I remember. Yes, they explode really fast. fight, you have this you have these matches that gives you more, well, results with the horse. And there's also the first, what I call the hyper spawner. I can pass there. Spectator. An hyper spawner is basically a spawner with a lot of protection that spawns mobs really fast. So let's see. There should be a bit of issues. You should be quite quickly overwhelmed. But they are really weak, so you can kill them without much effort. That's it for this area. Oops. That's it for chapter 6. Chapter 7. So, chapter 6 took me 2 weeks, maybe? Something like this. The next chapter in build took me 2 hours, at most. That's when I was retired of this. Yes. So. A bit of space. There. So that's the omega wavelength. Let's store this. First, I somehow like the design, but it really kills your eyes. You become blind. The fact is, in this thing, what took me the most time to build was this part in green. And it took me not really long, to be honest. And then the other are just pure word edit, copy and paste. And that's everything there is. And aside from this. That's random, so in fact you don't risk much about the heads. They have to spawn on you to do some damage. In fact, what killed most players in this area are 4 damage because of this. And there's not much to say about this build, but that was the part when I was getting just annoyed. And I just wanted to finish quick. After there is chapter 8, which is composed of 4 cells that are... what is the first one I'm going to see? C4. Again, this one is empty. There's not much to say about it. aside from these beauties that are stronger. Yes, also, did you find the... where is it? There. Do you see this cross? Chest? Were you required to have a certain number of dungeons? What do you mean by the number of dungeons? Oh yes, totem. So that's it for this one. It's not really good. Then we have where is it? The Llama King territory. Alors, this one is just a joke. We have the a joke on the Mythology Discord server with the team to call Mythology 5 Mythology Llama or Mythology Llama Edition. So for one of the maps, I just made a huge llama, and that's, well, much of the things you can tell about it. There are secrets in this. You said you were really tired of this one and wanted to finish. Did you have to keep making more rooms? I think it's Proxventer, the writer bringing the story, who wanted 9 chapters, and myself who told me I wanted to make 9 chapters. So yes, if you don't know, there is a chest on top here. There is a chest in the llama nose. But yes, it's the head. There is a chest in the llama head. Legendary. There is a chest between these four flowers. Maybe in all 4 flowers. Yes. This one. And was there something there? I'm not sure. Let's see. Yes, there is. Oh yes, that's the only sunflower in the whole Modpack. Yes, I think it's the only one. So there isn't under legendary. And underneath there is a shitton of orbs. All the way through. So that's for Llama King territory. Again, if you have questions, you can ask, there's no problem. I will answer them. This live stream is made for this. So we have Llama King, we have 2 more. This one. Never Nether. This one is a reference to Mythology 4 because that's the almost same room. But with magma cubes, and it's less dangerous than the blaze. Was all mentioned? Because I think it was, yes, it was mentioned that the ground underneath was really rich in minerals. With this floor was a bit made harder in the last version of the Modpack with much more spawners. Just to give you a bit more difficulty. but it's not even close to chaos that was in mythology. Yes, I can. Yeah. It was not even close in chaos to mythology 4. And the wizard, yeah. And it is where? How'd you go? It's on top? No, I don't know. And that's it for Never Nether. See, if you see the build underneath, you can see there is not a lot of work. I mean, it's really basic and not really beautiful. The last one is what's his name? The loneliness one. Where is it? Anti-reality. That breaks your eyes. With the hyper spawner of Finicatus that loots quite a good amount of ore. Again. And underneath, another hyper spawner with a lot of skeletons. A lot of skeletons. If you wanna know where are the chests there, I think there is one behind. Yes. There is one. Where are you? There. That's why I talk about symmetry, because there the symmetry is wrong. And there is one there. So that's it for the chapter 8, and chapter 9 is the final boss, and this thing is just... It's not even bad, it's worse. Where are you? Player. How much time do you think this took me to build? Give your guess. You know what guess I'm going to tell it. This took me You are incredibly far. The whole room and the whole boss fight took me at most 1 hour. It's stupid. It's just plain stupid. I just wanted to finish the Modpack. So I made this. And the boss fight itself, sorry, but it's just an overpowered wizard skeleton with not much abilities. In fact, none. Just some potion effects. That's just not fun. I'm sorry. It's just bad. And that's it. In fact, when I released first the beta test, this was not done because during the beta testing of the mod pack, this was not available. There was nothing there. There was the room, but it was completely empty. It's then that I made everything and also made the rewards. This one. No, this one. This one. In the chest. Same goes for this part. Same. This one is stupid. It just takes a shit ton of time. Same goes for the neutronium block. Just as stupid. And in fact, even after the release of the mod pack to everyone, it was still not finished. There was so many bugs and so much unreleased content. For example, the rewards. I think you can't. No, you can't see them. But there you have them. They are almost empty. There's not much. Is the check done with a command block or two below this block? Yes, there is a block, a test for this block and this block, and that's it. And that's all in this thing. Can pass through. So that's there. We have all the blocks. That crate and the fireworks. So that this part there is this part still 4 blocks. There's the explosion of the core. Where is it? There. There. Let's see. That's there. No. Oh. Like this. That's the description. That's what is this? Oh, that's when you beat the entity, the wizard skeleton. Does it work? I can't hear it, so that doesn't really work. Because when I created the music, I could not play it. And at that time, I didn't know how to create a resource pack to change the sound. So you did not have the music. Do you think you will ever participate in a Modpack jam? Just when you create a short amount of time to make a small Modpack. If there is, maybe. Maybe. I can't tell I'm sure, but maybe. Yeah, that's only if you access the rule. Suppose I think you can use these. Oh no, you can. So not it's useless. If you want to create this, this thing is useless. So yes, if there is, maybe I will. But there needs to be. So this is the credits. It's all in old comment blocks. Oops. I broke everything. Thank you, Marco Slayer, for the follow. Yeah. And there you have Stella, I think. Yes. Yes. Did the Beast or anyone pay you for making the pack? Is there a place that you take donation? First of all, I will never take donations for a mod pack. There are two reasons. First, I can't be sure I will be able to work regularly enough to please those who donate. Secondly, I'm quite against accepting donations as a pack maker because that will mean to make money on the modders' creations. I created a mod pack, yes, but the basis of my mod pack are the mods. Still no, I won't make it because I don't feel good with the idea. That's as simple as that. I have a small fee on CurseForge, but that's not really regular, and I think in 2.5 years it gave me $60 for 800, no more likely. 1,200 hours of work, that's not really worth it. In fact, what gave me the most is comes back finally, and it doesn't work. What gives me most joy about it and most money is the commissions I get when someone takes a bicycle hosting server with my link. This gave me a bit more than what CurseForge gave me in terms of money. And that's it for this place. So yeah, the map was not finished because there was not as much rewards as intended. The rooms themselves are just not good, miss some design. Yes, I get the curse points, but it's so small that it doesn't give much reward, in fact. And they said with the change from Twitch to Overwolf, that rose the curse rewards. On my side, I did not see any difference at all. So I don't know how to change, but for me that's the exact same, maybe even a bit worse than before. The other point of the unfinished part is, so I might be wrong, the numbers, that's there, No, perfect. The community rooms. I asked the community if they wanted to create rooms. Some told me yes, and aside from one, they were never implemented. And I think, because you're there, yes, exactly. This was never made into the mod pack. And I'm so sorry for the players that gave time for this. I don't have any excuses, but well, I'm sorry. This should have been brought in the map, and it never was. There's only one that was brought, and that's where is it? Where are you? No. 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 Just really have a hard time loading everything. Oh, that's the one from Prox Venture. What was this one? Absolutely nothing. This is empty. Ah, yes, Yone. Summer Haven. So, Summer Haven. Let's talk about Summer Haven. Summer Haven, I really like the style, everything. I found the zone really great. The only issue is you could get this one after chapter 4. The fact is, everything here is absolutely overpowered. And I did not check before releasing it. And I regret so much. There are stuff hidden everywhere, and they are all stupid. And there is there is there. There is absolutely everywhere, in fact. It's bad because the area itself is really good, so it's still in the map. You can still obtain it early. Because I did not want to let it go. So yeah, Summer Haven. I'm sorry, Yone, for being a bit rough on you when I discovered that everything was so strong. It was at that time when I was really depressed, and I took a bit of my anger on you. I'm sorry. And I think we talked about everything about Partnership 5. What did I miss? I think I missed everything. This part there, I discovered by the YouTuber that made me discover Modern Energy series and the Modpacks in general. Pierre did a live stream on this, and my nerves were just breaking. I discovered at the same time they did everything, and they can tell I was really pissed in every way. And I think that's all I have to say about Motor Energy 5. I don't think there will ever be updates to fix the issues. There are some I just cannot solve, for example, the applied. Yes, I said I would talk about applied. So applied is not safe, so I talk about it. No, forget it. What did I forget? I think I made everything about Motor Energy 5. So the future, I talked about it. If you want to clip this, that's the main part. I want to make Motor Energy 6. I don't know when. I know it will happen sometimes. Not now, not in a close future, but I want to make it so one day there will be a Motor Energy 6. That's it for the clip. What's more? I think that's everything. Just some thought I have on modpacks in general. I like making modpacks. I like the modded version of Minecraft. I think it's getting even more popular since, well, I don't really like the way Mojang is going for their updates. I mean, I checked the 1.20 and let's be serious 1 second, it's really empty, there's almost nothing. There are pots that are completely useless. There's a wood, yeah. Great. There are the armor trims, yeah, good, it's aesthetics, but it's not much. So it gives just more interest to modding to get new content. The problem is we have currently something in the modding that is the division between. In fact, it's in your sentence. I want content to play with, and I'm sorry, but especially 1.20, in fact, there's nothing. There's really nothing to play with, to make new things with, to give much more possibilities with. What was? Oh, this, that was the breeding blocks test zone. So yes, but it just gives more interest into the modding somehow, dog. That's a good. That's a bad thing for a good one. Have you seen the? Yes, I saw them. It's good for map making, but it's useless when you make a survival game with your friends. It doesn't give anything if you just want to play with your friends. So, yeah. But we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe in the future something incredible will happen. Just for the moment, it's not happening. What else? Yes, I talk about the division community. That's about Forge and Fabric. I get why having two loaders is interesting in terms of diversity and choice for the mod creators. the problem is, as a modpack creator, we have often to choose about getting mods from Fabric and getting mods from Forge, and you cannot choose both. That gives a bit of limitation, but that's just a personal thing, thinking about it. Finally, just to talk a bit about myself, my life has been, even if I'm in a stable condition, has been a bit complicated. My mental health was so deep. I had not really good thoughts. Is my map still in the community section? Yes, I'd show it at first. Got the lion. This one. It's still there. So yes, I'm feeling a bit better. I'm seeing a psychologist. But yeah, that's why I think that it's really slow. You don't get much updates. That's it. Well, I think I've said everything I wanted to say. To summarize, I want to make Motor Energy 6. It will happen someday. Not now, but it will happen. Yes, but I will look for it when I will be creating it. So I thank you, I think, for wanting to help, but for now, I'm not looking right now. But I keep it in mind. So yes, I think that's it. So yes, I said I will summarize everything that is necessary to know. So I want to make Motor Energy 6. Starting again. I want to make Material Energy 6. It will happen someday in the future. Not in a close future, but it will happen. The Material Energy I would create, I'm not sure it will ever happen anymore. I've already restarted the creation twice. If it happens, it's in the end of this year or never. When Material Energy 6 happen, you won't have any public news until it's close to being finished or close to beta testing. And I think you get the most important things. Thank you for your support. It's really kind of you. Before we end this live stream, do you have any questions? Friends everywhere. What was created? It's this one. The temple. Oh, this thing is so sad. It would have been so great. What was it? Yes. Torchic. That was, yes. Torchic, of course. The Spyro. The Nether one, yes. That's not much. That's empty, I think. Summer Haven. Guniver is a French content creator team, I could say it like this, on Minecraft mostly. That was I was part of, so I let them create their own room. And it was quite advanced, so yes, that's a bit sad it did not make it. Or did it? No, I don't think it made it. Yes, we are almost done. The desert, but there's not much. Same, I'm not sure this one made it. I don't think it made it. That's really sad because it's really great looking. Can even a lot of blazes in there. It would have been great. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But who was the creator of this one? Oh, Metal One, okay. Same, this one, I'm quite sad it did not make it. So yeah, that's it. I think that's it for today. Maybe I live stream in the future some Minecraft on Modpacks. We'll see. Stay tuned, as always, and see you another time. Thank you everyone for being there and being supportive. I love you all. You're an amazing community. Well, bye bye everyone. Wait, I see your question. What? Oh, I'm late. No, so that's okay. What is it? See ya everyone.